Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on.
And as it is the 25th of July, we are going to be watching Mata Hari from 1931, directed by George Fitzmaurice and starring Greta Garbo. At a very young age, Greta Garbo being one of my mother's favorite actresses, where I was exposed to a lot of classic films throughout my early movie watching experiences. I can't remember any of the extras that went into it, a movie for it and whatnot, mostly historians and whatnot, but yeah, I had seen this movie. But since then, this has probably been the first viewing of this movie that I've seen in a long time. We're talking 30 plus years at this point. And like I'd already mentioned, not only does this movie star Greta Garbo, but it also stars Raymond Navarro, Lionel Barrymore, Lewis Stone, C. Henry Gordon, Karen Morley, Alec B. Francis, and Blanche Frederick. In Paris during World War II, Dutch exotic dancer Mata Hari, played by Greta Garbo, secretly moonlights as a German spy, using her feminine wiles to seduce French and Russian agents into bed so she can uncover top secret information. Mata Hari is the primary target of the French spy bureau's Dubois, played by C. Henry Gordon, falls in love with one of the intended targets, the dashing Lieutenant Rozanoff, played by Raymond Navarro. Dubois uses his former accomplice, Lionel Barrymore, to bring her down. Actually, it would be his former accomplice, played by Lionel Barrymore, to bring her down. So while this is a biography of Mata Hari herself, this is a great noir sort of storytelling from the 1930s. It's got all the classic features of what you would expect from this sort of thing. We got intrigue, we got the war going on, we have a love story, we have deceit, and it's just such a great sort of capsulized version of what made the movies of this time so endearing. The short running time is actually, I had remembered this movie being a little longer, probably because my first viewing was as much would have understood what was really going on in this story, but it is fantastic. I mean, Greta Garbo is just like so eye-drying for every single moment she's on the screen, which is attractiveness and her wonderful acting. Great chemistry between her and Raymond Navarro, and just the way how Mata Hari changes her persona depending on who she's dealing with. Like when she's dealing with a big crowd of men and whatnot, she's acting this way. When she's dealing with her jilted, quote-unquote, official or whatever, and then her intended target, future lover sort of thing. It's just so well done. A classic in its own life to begin with, because it's on July 25th, sentenced to death after a very brief trial and after having avoided the authorities for a long enough time. And that actually happens at an hour and 18 minutes into this 1 hour and 29 minute movie. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off into the future to see what we're going to be watching for tomorrow, which is the 26th of July. And that is going to be Evita from 1996. So until next time, go see a movie.